is your message to the next generations who wants to come in this field or shine in this field and work this as a designer?
I think the most important message that I would like to give to the next generation is to keep your mind open
Yes.
so that you can take ideas, you can have get ideas from everywhere. Keep a blank slate. Okay, don't say no to anything, any opportunity which comes in your way. Okay, because you don't know exactly in fashion also there are so many various streams that you can go to. You can be a designer, you can be a stylist, you can be a choreographer, you can be so much. So you never know from where, or you can be a writer. Now, communication is very important. A lot of jobs there. So I would say that just keep your mind and your senses open, visual, all kind of senses open, so that you can grasp, you can take more, and just learn whatever. Don't be very optimistic and keep on learning anything that comes in your way, in your field, maybe wherever you are doing pattern making, drawing, everything. But just keep a inquisitive mind, and be open to grasp any kind of knowledge which comes in your way. And I would also give another message is to be a little less invested on social media, and don't waste time so much. Do simple things. Keep a scrapbook. You know what is a scrapbook?
Yes, a coloring page.
A page where you can put your during our days we used to cut from magazines. We used to cut. We used to have internet, so we used to do that. So maybe you draw something, you go there and maybe you see something and then start drawing. You never know कहाँ से क्या आ जाएगा. So inspiration सब जगह से आ सकता है ना. So I would say keep your minds and ears and eyes, all the senses open to get new ideas from everywhere. And also keep on learning. Don't say no to anything. Don't say anything. There is nothing like a small job, like a small job or a big job in anywhere. You need to start from scratch. So do that and really give your best. Be very hard. Really work hard. This is a time when you can actually learn a lot and work hard. You have to work. Hard work का कोई वो नहीं है. क्या बोलता है उसको? Alternative नहीं है. That is the thing. I think और कुछ नहीं है. I think this is the only thing I will suggest. That I also tell my students who are trying to enter fashion design institutes like NIFT and all that. Just start start what they ask me, like how do I shine, in the sense in that interview panel, why will they take me over so many institutes, and there are so many teaching institutes these days, so how will you be different from them? That is the only way you can be different, is to start building your own thoughts, and that can only happen when you start maybe one way I would say is keeping a scrapbook, and just put on ideas, whatever you draw, you cut from somewhere, newspaper कुछ देखा, कुछ भी आया, कोई न्यूज़ में कुछ देखा, you never know कहाँ से क्या inspiration आ जाएगा, because everything will accumulate, all these ideas will accumulate, and by the end of your fourth year you will see that a collection is coming out of it, or maybe something else is coming out of it, much more deeper. So I would say please be deep, and social media थोड़ा detox करो from social media, because that is killing everyone's this thing, including mine at this age. So I think it's okay, right?
Question is, what event in your life helped choose fashion designing as a career?
I think I would say that it happened very organically. I cannot specify a particular event, but as I was telling you, I was very creative from very young. I used to illustrate, I used to draw. I'm a self-taught drawing, painter. Everything just happened everything fall into place eventually. But I cannot say that a particular event had triggered me. But I think I was meant to be, otherwise I would have got through the entrance exam. So as I was saying that I used to like everything created, and organically I kind of got myself directed into this field.
What do you like best about being a fashion designer?
I think that everyone says that designers don't have any statement to make, because everyone thinks that there are so many important issues in the world which is happening, but through fashion also you can create change by like for example this sustainability which we are talking about. So by creating sustainable fashion, because now we know that global warming and everything, so everyone is looking for using eco-friendly fabrics, vegetable dyes. So I think in a small way, especially after the pandemic, we as fashion designers are able to create a change in the world in our own small ways, like saving the artisans, who's craftsmen who make the embroideries, their livelihood. So I think I play a role in sustaining their livelihood as well. So I think that is the best thing about being a fashion designer, to play a small part in changing the world in our own ways. And also I feel that it's a creative profession. So whenever obviously something happens, like idea comes to your mind, the process of making. Creating any new garment or any new creation, that process also excites me. So I think I am very I would say blessed to be in such a fashion profession where I can create every day, can create something from scratch.
Next is, who or what are your inspirations for creating your design?
For me, inspiration comes from everywhere, all around. The more you see the world, the more you explore, from traveling, from just roaming around flea markets or Gariyahat, seeing fabrics everywhere. For me, I think it comes very randomly from everywhere. I take inspiration from people. I take inspiration from the way you are wearing a garment, the styling of people on the streets. Then from the colors, the patterns which are available, like from nature. So I would say inspiration comes from everywhere from this. For example,
Being a fashion designer,
being a fashion.
opinion, what are the most critical aspects being a fashion designer?
Okay, so I think for me personally, since I have started on my own completely, I was working in the industry for so long. Then I was earning, and now I've started my own brand to make it more visible.
Tell me, what's your brand?
My brand, the name is Kavik, AVEK. My own brand is my namesake brand, but it's my own name. Like Sabyasachi is his own name. So yeah, that's my the name of the brand right now. And my company's name is Avik Designs. And I make handcrafted fluid clothing. Fluid in the sense unisex, or for example, fluid in the sense a man or a woman both can wear. So I'm making kaftans right now. But
Top collections?
kaftan primarily, and then I'm also making dresses, I'm making saris also, I'm making a lot of things, whatever the consumer wants, because now the consumers, every 3-4 months the taste changes, of the consumer. So I started with making kaftans, and now I'm making like oversized shirts, coordinates, cords, top and bottom. So, and unisex clothing as in I make shirts which are a man can also wear, like oversized shirt, like the shoulders which are drop shoulders and other things, and dresses and other things. So I'm still exploring, but I started with making kaftans. So that is it. And the critical aspect of me was to first of all start my brand, because everything is bootstrap. Bootstrap means when you actually start a brand with your own money, not taking any money from the investors. Like, in Shark Tank you have seen Indian investors they invest on you after a point. But right now everything is on, like whatever I've saved, I've given almost everything to start my own brand. So it is difficult for me to, it was difficult to get the funds and then sustain it, and also due to Instagram, how to increase the visibility, because everyone now, there are so much of competition in the market. So we have to stand out, and Instagram was not there during our days, like social media. So everything you have to do on social media to do promotions or to reach to the customers. So these are the hardest part to do, and then generate two collections every, at least two collections every year. So that is, and also making it sustainable. Trying to make it without any wastage or kind of other things. So it doesn't end in internship, but internship is the first, kind of step towards knowing the industry. So I think I have learned a lot during my internship to how to, first of all, করছি আমি, তুমি রেকর্ড করে যাও, বন্ধ করো কেন? আমার ফ্লোতে চলে। আচ্ছা করো না, করো না, আবার রেকর্ড। So internship is a very crucial step in every fashion designer's life, because whatever you learn in the during the college enhances your skill, but how to apply it, that is where practically how to apply it, you learn that during internship, because you're actually in that in the export house or in the buying house, you're actually handling the customers' requirements, like the buyers, what they want. You are doing sampling and making the samples for a particular buyer. You are interacting with the buyer, and then also, so and also learning a lot of softwares there, which like practically you get a feel of how it is like when you will be actually working in the industry. So you learn a lot. So that is the first step, and obviously then obviously the lesson also continues, but the most important thing is to practically you get a feel of how it is going to be like actually as a professional. So it's very important to do multiple internships during your college, after college, or before, like when there's semester breaks. So I think how to practically apply what you have learned in your college, you will be able to, and then your seniors will help you wherever you are doing, like the professionals will help you in actually, you assist them and you learn like how to make a collection, and from fabric to everything, depending on which department you are taken or absorbed. So practical application of what you have learned, that's what I've learned, started. That's the process of learning, and I'm still learning now, because it's completely different way I'm learning.
What do you believe are the essential elements needed to be successful as a fashion designer?
So I think most importantly, as a designer, you need to know what the consumers want. What are the needs of your customer, your buyer, because you cannot make something which is not in the market, like not going to work in the market. So you have to know what are the market trends, and what are the what does your consumer wants from you, and that is one thing. Second thing is that you have to be a good orator, as in when you are trying to convince the consumer, you need to convince them with if you properly interact with them. So you have to sell your product, so you have to be a good marketer also. So all these things, apart from creating and designing something, you have to always, the most important thing is to know what are the needs of the market, basically. Knowing the trends as well.
You are working hard on with models and other staff in the fashion industry.
Yes, I think it is very important, as I was telling you, to communicate with every department. When you are doing a fashion show, you need to interact with the models as well. Then there are stylists. It's a huge PR machinery. There are fashion stylists, there are choreographers, then there are other stuff, you know. So in the backstage, in the green room we call it, you have to interact with everyone to actually explain them what is the look that you want to showcase. Like you made the garments, but how do you present it? So there is a ramp walk, so where you have to show your looks there. What kind of theme, everything. So that the entire look is like in sync with what you're trying to say. So you have to communicate well with everyone. So I would say I'm hands-on. Everywhere, like shoot also, photo shoot, everywhere. You have to be hands-on.
Sir,
And
have you worked with any celebrity?
What do you mean by being a celebrity?
That means actor.
What is the notion of celebrity to you?
Celebrity means a famous person who are famous for something. Like footballers also can be a celebrity. Fashion designers also can be a celebrity, like Manish Malhotra, Sabyasachi, and many more are there. And like many actress, they are also celebrity. A famous reporter is also celebrity. So any kind of celebrity.
So you are saying that someone who has got some fame due to what they are doing, first of all, and secondly, it is not something which I aspire to do. I want to be good at my work. All the celebrities, they can be page 3. There's a page 3 thing. न्यूज़पेपर में आता है ना page 3. उसको सेलिब्रिटी लोग को लगता है क्योंकि जब तुम्हारा पिक्चर 5 बार आएगा कंटिन्यूअसली, देन तुम सेलिब्रिटी बन जाते हो लोगों के आँख में. लेकिन मेरे खुद में तो I have worked with a lot of people. It's 22 years that I've been working. It's just that I started my brand only 1 year back. Like visible, people know. Before that, I started my work 3 years back. Yes, I have. To answer your question, yes, I have. Sabyasachi was my senior. I know him from 2002. But now he is very big. I met him last year in March in his store in Bombay. A huge store he has opened. I worked with Anamita Khanna. I've assisted her. She is also a very big designer. One of the top 5 designers now. Manish Malhotra I have him. And other celebrities are like, yes, I mean, some people call me also a celebrity, but
Yes,
I don't consider
yes,
myself
sir.
Celebrity because you are fashion designers and you are
I don't consider myself a celebrity because it is a very, I don't know whether you will understand now, but it's a very hard.
Are you interested in fashion career?
To be very honest, I think I gradually moved towards fashion. I was always very creative and I didn't know what the outlet is going to be like. I did it 20 years back when it was not, fashion was not in fashion, being in fashion, because there was no awareness. But I wanted to be in a creative field. Luckily, I can get an outlet through fashion. So, we specialize in fashion design and followed by higher studies, post-graduation in textile design from National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad.
What is your unique collection that you arranged from something unique, like that can be happen also in papers or plastics?
Okay, so
kinds of
paper
dresses?
plastic, yes, that is recycling. That is also a way of, actually it's important. You should start working because recycling is also a way of sustainability. Sustainability is mirrored to your own self. Like আমার প্যান্ডেমিকের পরে আমি শুরু করেছি এবং প্যান্ডেমিকের পরে আমার মনে হলো যে মানে আমার ভেতরটা which is my love for nature. Then it is Mrittika, which is my love for Mati. Mrittika মানে roots আর কি. So that is a tribal collection. Then I had Alpona, which is a festive collection. Alpona আমরা সবাই বাড়িতে করি, তো যে কালো লাল মেঝে. So this was a collection, Alpona collection. এই motifs গুলো Alpona থেকে নেওয়া. Then I had Darpan, which is I use dozy মানে antique মানে reflective materials. কারণ আমার আমার নিজেকে চেনার জন্য, কারণ আমরা সবাই প্যান্ডেমিকের সময় খুব ডিপ্রেশনে চলে গেছিলাম, সেখান থেকে বেরোনোর জন্য আমার মনে হয় যে আমার পুরো নিজের ভেতর থেকে আমি ওটাকে মাই সোল তাকে এক্সপোজ করে দিই সবাই, তো সেই জন্য মনে হয় যেন মিররের মতো, তো এই দর্পণ হচ্ছে মিরর। সো এই জন্য 6টা স্টোরি আছে।
তো আমি কিন্তু অনেক কিছু দেখাতে পারি, তুমি মানে ইনস্টাগ্রামে ওটা রেখে দাও তাহলে তুমি বুঝতে পারবে।